Hello everyone. My last video wasn't really intended to be seen by so many people. It was really just meant for my cousin Willow. But it seems like even though I am the greatest technomancer there ever was, this mundane interweb stuff is still kind of complicated for me. But it turns out some of you liked it and you wanted to see more of me, so I'm here and I'm gonna make some videos. And I thought about what I could do, and I've decided a great idea will be to show you some of my awesome inventions. It's just like this one. This is my latest one, and if I may say so myself, one of the best things that have ever been created in this world. It is in fact a mind-reading hat. You can put it on your friends and listen to their most secret thoughts. Let me show you. You need a control panel. I have mine here. And then you just turn it on and see what your mind says. I could really do with some good food right now. Maybe some pizza. Too bad I have to finish this video first. Anyway, yes, so it speaks. That's great. But I thought I'd share with you how it works. So it's really quite easy. You take a bunch of metal and just like hammer it together until you have the shape of a head. And then you attach these tubes and let magic fairy fluid flow through it. Say that fast 3 times. It also needs an outlet, which is this little guy that you have to just like kind of stick in there and then wire it all up on the inside and make it all glow, because that's cool. Yeah, and then you put a bunch of spells on it and, you know, some other magic things on the inside, and then you have a mind-reading hat. Easy as that. Tutorial done. Not all of you are technomancers. Not all of you can even do magic. And you still want to know how to make this? Fine. I'll tell you how to make a fake version of this. To make a fake mind-reading helmet, you first need a top hat. Any old top hat. It can be a really cheap one off the interwebs, or just an old one you have lying around. Anything top hat shaped. It doesn't even have to be a top hat. You could make a mind-reading bowler hat if you wanted to, or a mind-reading baseball cap. You might have a bit of space issues on the inside if you choose a baseball hat though. But then you take that old hat, and you take some good old craft foam. You know, just the thin kind that you get everywhere. Color doesn't matter. You can make a rainbow, because it won't be a rainbow afterwards. And you just cut that in random sized squares, kind of like these ones. Obviously these are real metal, but kind of like these ones. And you just glue them on there. Just glue them right on. It can be messy, unless you want it to be neat, but I like it a bit messy. And then to fake these little rivets you see here, you just take a bit of glue, or if you can afford it, you can take some resin, which would look a bit more profesh, but glue work, and then you cover the whole thing in wood glue as a base. That is a very important step. Now, this kind of looks shit. So you take it outside to your garden or to your workbench and you spray paint that whole thing in a good deep old matte black. While you're at it, you can take your little metal round box with a little window that you obviously have lying around like me, or anything similar you can find, and spray paint that in a cool metallic color. And then you take it inside, and this is where the real fun part starts. Painting! Now you have a black hat, and that doesn't look the coolest. So you take any metallic paint you want, acrylic paint is what I used, and you take just a teeny weeny tiny bit of it, either on a cloth or a paper towel or a brush, and you just rub it in there, but only like a really tiny bit. It's called dry brushing, and it makes sure you keep some of the black showing through. That's very important to make it look more like my real helmet. Hat. Why do I keep saying helmet? It's hat, clearly, but it is metal, so I guess you could take it to the battlefield. So you do that, and you dry brush it all, and you keep dry brushing it until it's as shiny as you want to. If you want to have it look really rough and old and battered, you can stop after the first coat. I went over twice because I wanted it to be a bit more shiny. I mean, I would have if I had done a fake one, but mine is obviously real, so I didn't have to paint it like metal because it is obviously metal. Once you're happy with how it looks, you glue your little front box in and put a light in if you want to. Any light you have lying around works. That is battery operated and fits in here. Mine fit perfectly. And I was so happy. I had both of these things just lying around. Can't believe it, so lucky. But I'm sure you can come up with something too. Or go to a craft store or a hardware store and find something that's similar to this. And just stick it on there for now. And then now comes the fairy fluid. And I'll tell you how to fake that real easily. You can get these fairy lights. They also are kind of called fairy lights. You can find them really cheap on the internet. And they're these wire ones that are really, really thin. So they fit perfectly. And then you just go to the craft store and you pick up all these tubes and rivets. I went with 3 different size tubes, a little smaller ones. These 2 that are roughly similar size, but one is see-through and one is green, but also see-through. And the rivets in the right sizes so the tubes fit in there. Now, you drill in the holes where you want the tubes to come out at the top. You don't need holes at the bottom, but you do need them in your front. And then you take your fairy lights and pull them through the holes and into the tubes, but make sure to follow the right order, otherwise everything's going to be screwed up and you have to start from the beginning. So, hole, fairy light, rivet, and then the tubes. And then the rivets at the bottom. And then you can just like use all the hot glue that you have. Like you need so much hot glue. Mine fell off like 10 times. Or they would have if I made a fake version. And you just hot glue that on there. Like real good. Just like hot glue it so much. Once that is done, turn the helmet over to the inside and glue in the little battery packs. Make sure to let the hot glue cool down a little bit before you stick them on. You don't want to ruin the electronics. If you have like just super glue, that could also work. I used hot glue because I like living dangerous. Now I also decided to drill a hole in the front bit and attach another tube with rivets. And then I just took some glow sticks. I mean, I would have taken some glow sticks if I didn't have extraterrestrial fluids. But you could just take a glow stick and push it in there so it glows up. I also attached a teeny tiny little tube down here. I didn't even have to glow it. I just scrammed it in there. And now the exterior is all done. And it looks really damn cool. And I hope you're proud. But this is the moment you realize that your head can't talk yet. So, go back on that internet thing and buy a teeny tiny Bluetooth speaker, which you can then use to connect you to your control panel or your phone. When you glue it in, again, make sure to let the hot glue cool down a little bit so you don't damage the electronics. And then also stick it in a way where you please can still reach the on and off button and the charging plug thing. You need to get to that. And then you're done. And now all you have to do is try it out before you put it on your friends, because you don't want to accidentally melt their brain. You also don't accidentally want to melt your brain, but I think that's a little bit better than melting your friend's brain. So put it on, make sure it's connected to your control panel. And then choose the person on your control panel that you mind, so it's all connected. Or just choose the audio file that you've collected before, because obviously you're faking it, so you need to collect the audio file before. I'm sorry, it's not going to be able to actually mind read. You made a fake version. What did you think was going to happen? And then you just press start.
And this is how you make a mind reading hat. But be careful, you never know what it will tell the people around you, like who you have a crush on, or that you cheated in the last exam, or that an evil Jones is coming to destroy us all.
Wait, what? Wait, where did that come from?